Hi, Annie and Luli. This is your lesson one, Features of the Earth. As you were reading on your lesson, the Earth has three main parts that we can see: the air around the Earth that we breathe, the water upon the surface of the Earth, which is all the oceans, rivers, seas, and the solid part of the Earth. This third part consists mostly of rocks. And rocks are really interesting to study because they come in many types, sizes, shapes, and colors, and they can help us learn about creation and the history of the Earth. The study of the Earth it's called geology. Geo means Earth. And scientists that study the Earth are called geologists. They study the structure of the Earth. When you see Earth from space, you see brown and green areas, you see oceans, which are blue, you see clouds, and you see ice on the North and the South Pole. The Earth is shaped like a sphere, like a round ball, but it's not perfectly round. It's flattened a little bit at the poles, meaning that if the Earth's a ball, it's not perfect like this, it's just a little bit at the poles. But you don't see it. It's like a difference, it's really, really small. Long time ago, people thought that the Earth was flat, like this, like a book, not a sphere. It was because the Earth looked flat. And why would you think it was round if you couldn't fly on an airplane? You just could see what you could with your eyes, and it looks flat. But later, people began gathering information that the Earth it's ball shaped like a sphere. Finally, in the 1519s, a ship with an explorer called Ferdinand Magellan sailed completely around the Earth in a ship, in a boat. People were surprised of the Earth, of the size of the Earth. People thought that the Earth was smaller than it really was, and thanks to this explorer, they realized that the Earth was round and a sphere. For you, it's easy to think about the Earth as being round because you have seen the globe in the classroom or because you have seen pictures of the Earth from space. But people back then didn't have that. They believed that the Earth was flat. In a way, people think now of the Earth as something smaller because it's really easy for us to travel around it now. Magellan voyage took about 3 years in a ship, but now you can travel around the Earth in less than 2 hours with an airplane. And astronauts can circle around the Earth in space in about 90 minutes, 1 hour and a half. And our communications allow us to be in contact with people instantly because we have Zoom, WhatsApp, we have calls, which is easier than before. In the Earth, you have different types of landforms. Landforms are things like hills and valleys and mountains, river, plains, oceans, mesas, volcanoes, all of the different shapes that we have in the Earth. And the surface of the Earth, it's not smooth at all. Like smooth means something that is really soft and flat. It's not smooth. We have peaks and valleys and deep parts in the oceans. And all of these landforms are constantly changing because of the elements, meaning because of the air and water, and earthquakes too. Okay.